It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from the Kernel Brewery in London. I was in my local bottle shop recently and I seen their beers and I thought, why haven't I bought or reviewed a Kernel beer in such a long time? The point is, I'll be very quick with this. I live in, it's the largest town in Wales. But unfortunately, if I want to go to a bottle shop, it's like I got one about 3 miles away from me in a car, but it's quite expensive. And the real great bottle shop that I like to go to is other side of Cardiff. It's like, and you know what it's like, if it was a straight line, as the crow flies, you'd probably be there in 20 minutes. But the fact is, there's a million traffic lights and there's a million zebra crossings and there's loads of traffic through Cardiff, and there's a big massive hospital in between as well, and you go, I'm going to go to the bottle shop, and then you go, oh yeah, but maybe not. And that's the truth of it, isn't it? That's the flux of it. If it was like a nice country road you were driving down to get to this bottle shop, absolutely perfect. So that's probably the reason why you don't see as much like Kernel beers as and wonderful breweries, bottle shop beers on this channel. Is because it's just a bit of a commute. Shouldn't complain though. I'm not complaining. Just giving you my situation, I suppose. The Kernel Pale Ale, Eldorado and Ella at 5.3% ABV. I am a massive fan of this brewery. I believe if I'm right in saying this, they're quite friendly and they kind of base their whole brewery on Russian River. I believe they wanted to produce great beers like Russian River do in America. That was their influence. So without further ado then, nice looking pale ale in a 500ml brown bottle. Love their branding, just lovely, and kind of like looks like somebody's written something on a bit of cardboard and slapped it on the side of the bottle. I really like that. Based in Spa Business Park, Spa Road in London. Silver bottle cap. Let's go. Let's get this out into a glass and see what we get. Oh, look at that. Lovely levels of carbonation. Beer in the glass. Two-finger white head. Lovely carbonation. Lovely looking beer. Yeah, I'm quite excited by this one. I took the paper off the top a week or so ago. So in terms of price, the price ticket, how much was this? Probably about £2.50, £3. Worth every penny. Absolutely worth every penny. Aroma then. Wow. Happy Friday, everybody. Just orange peel, grapefruit, bit of lemon and lime peel. Yeah, it's quite incredible, really, quite incredible. Let's dive in. Cheers, I'm salivating. Cheers, everybody. Like, oh. Stone the crows. Stone the Crows, what a beer. I don't really want to say anything, to be honest. I just want to stand here and, you know, rock my head back and forth and do a load of arm gestures. This is just... rub my nose. This is brilliant beer. It's got this slicing, samurai, cutting, like the bitterness comes through and it's like a big slice. You don't even see it coming, a swipe of a samurai sword, and it kind of like just cuts and it cuts through the beer. The bitterness cuts through the beer. It's just wonderful. So it starts off, there's a little bit of sweetness there, a little bit of that sweet malt coming through, and then it's all about the hops. It's all about the hops. They're driving this beer forward. There's orange peel, there's grapefruit, there's fleshy blood orange, and then this fantastic bitterness on the back end. Just, oh, it's so very exciting, it really is. Off the top of my head, well, there we go, it answers the question for me. I was just about to say, I can't quite remember, as I mentioned earlier, I've not had a Kernel beer in a while. I was about to say, I can't quite remember if it's bottle conditioned beer, but there we go. There's your answer right there. Now, this will cause... not so much anymore, because I think the barriers of bottle conditioned and can conditioned beer, unfiltered beer, I think those barriers have well and truly gone. I think there's enough people now that understand beer enough to not just drink with their eyes. You know, you go in that pub. I was a pub manager, and we had this man, he came in, worked his nuts off, builder, but he wanted a perfect pint of Carling every time, and it's his money. He demanded that perfect pint of Carling every time, and you know, we did our best to offer that to him. He would pick it up, it would carbonated, clear, nice head, and he was happy. He was very, very happy. But the moment there was any kind of hazing beer, and his name was Andy, he was a man in his late 50s, probably in his 60s now, but this Andy, I tried my very best to, we used to have Y Valley Pale Ale on, and I tried my best to offer him like a Y Valley Pale Ale or a Worthington White Shield, and I would try to explain that, hey, you know, Worthington White Shield and Carling come from the same brewery. They're owned by the same company, for goodness sake. And I did my very best to kind of just get over the try and break down those barriers for him of that he needed to drink this sparkling beer that was bright, and he was basically drinking with his eyes. Went off on a tangent then, sorry, but so what I'm saying is I think that's the minority now. The minority of people don't drink with their eyes, they drink with their mouth. And I think the majority of craft beer drinkers understand that if a beer is hazy, then hey, that's the flavour. That is the flavour. It's not being filtered out and chucked down the drain. Cheers, everybody. It's wonderful beer. Wonderful, wonderful beer. The Kernel Brewery Pale Ale Eldorado. Ella, 5.3% ABV, 500 milliliter bottle. Gonna rate it. Gonna give it a Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Huge fan of the Kernel Brewery. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.